Good day everyone. I am Nibert F. Garcia from Bayanon dos Calapan City. I am first year of Mindoro State College of Agriculture and Technology and currently taking Bachelor of Technical Vocational Teacher Education, major in Electronics. Now I am going to perform some logic gates and I hope you will finish the video and understand something on it. Thank you. Hello guys, first we are going to perform on finding what type of IC is the logic IC valued with 74LS00. As you know, this type of IC of logic IC is composed of 4 same unknown ICs where the pin 1, pin 4 and 5, pin 9 and 8 and pin 11 and 12 are the inputs and the pin 3, pin 6, pin 10 and pin 13 is the output, where the pin 14 is the positive supply and the pin 7 is the negative or the ground. We are going to use the diagram above to identify what type of IC is the 74LS00. The components we are going to use right from the diagram is the LED for the output, the two 10K resistors for, and also one 150 ohms resistor and some wires. And also we are going to have these two for our switch 1 and for switch 2 or for switch A or B. This time we are going to mount these components into our breadboards more easily to understand. Una natin munang ilalagay itong ating IC. Yan, IC. Kung nakikita nyo, dito ko siya nilagay sa kabilang part kasi dito ako gagawa. Kasi ang breadboard natin hati siya. Ito naman breadboard ko kasi may connection kasi dati ko na itong ginamit talaga itong buong IC. Ay, itong breadboard. Una natin muna itong ilagay. Nakikita nyo rin naman yung taas ng breadboard ko na meron na siya nitong mga indicators para sa aking mga supply. Next, ang una natin ilalagay is naman yung sunod na for pin 4 na connected doon sa ating switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Yung kabilang dulo muna natin is atin muna siyang hihiwalay kasi yun nga yung pang ano natin connected din sa ating BCC o sa ating positive supply. And then sunod naman yung isa pa nating 10K resistor na connected sa pin 5. Updigin natin para siya ay mas maganda tingnan at mas sure na. Sunod naman natin is yung pin 6, yung ating output na connected naman siya ng isang 150 ohms na resistor. Connect na siya. Sunod naman is yung ating LED where yung anode part niya is connected doon sa isang pin ng resistor. Sa isang LED, malalaman natin na anode ang isa nitong part kapag yung pin niya sa loob is yung hindi mataba, yung parang isang diretso lang, yun ang anode part. Dito sa part na to, ang ating anode ay itong part na to, where kakabit natin siya dito sa ating dulong resistor. Yung kabila naman niya kasi is connected sa ground. Kita naman dito natin gagamitin natin to. Kaya ang gagawin natin sa LED is gagamitin natin for yung dulo niya, ilalagay natin dun sa ground. Ito yung mga wires kong gamit. Yan, connected na siya. Ito naman yung sa ating pin 7 na connected din sa ground. Ito yung pin 7 natin, yung pinakadulo. Yan, pin 7. Yan. Sunod naman, ito naman is for ito, gagamitin natin to dito kasi yung pin 40 natin supplied din, kasama din siya sa positive supply or sa plus VCC. Kaya i-connect natin siya dito sa dalawang resistor since na connected din naman siya dun sa plus VCC. Yung pin 40 natin tsaka yung ano. Then yung last is i-connect na natin tong ating mga dapat na nakakonekta sa positive supply na ito. Kita naman. Yan, kompleto na siya. Then ang gagawin naman natin is ito naman para sa ating switch, where ang ating switch 1 is for pin 4 dito, and yung ating switch 2 for pin 5. Ito ang isa pa natin, ang gamit natin ngayon is 6 volts. Ito ay improvise lang kasi wala masyadong mabilhan naman 6 volts to kasi apat siya na AA o 1.5 na volts battery. Testing na natin siyang i-connect. For positive supply and for negative supply. Yan. Para naman sa ating truth table, dito natin malalaman kung anong type ba talaga ng IC ang ating gagawin. For the first truth table, we are going to 00 or it will connect for sa dalawa nating yung dalawa nating switch connected to the negative supply or the for low. Ito ang negative supply natin na nasa taas. Tingnan natin. Then it lights. Hindi siya masyadong kita pero umilaw naman. Kasi ganito siya pag off. Yan, ilaw. Gagamit tayo ng 9 volts para mas makita natin. Volts. Yan, for our 00 is 1 or okay or true, and for our 10 or the ating switch 1 is on the positive, and then our switch 2 is on the negative or low, is also true or 1. And then inverse, ang ating switch 2 naman na nasa positive at ang ating negative at ang ating switch 1 na nasa negative. Okay again. And last is yung ating 1-1 or both switches ay nasa positive or nasa high. Then it off. Makikita natin sa truth table na ang ating kinalabasan na result or output is 1110. It indicates na ang ating value ng ating 74LS00 has a logic gate of a NAND gate. Okay guys, now this time we are going to perform or to discover what type of logic IC is this IC. Now we are going to use the value of 74LS0808. It's also like logic IC 74LS00, which it is composed of 4 same unknown IC, where pin 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 9, 11 and 12 are the inputs, and pin 3, 6, 10 and 13 is the output, and the 7 and pin 14 is the sources, or this pin 7 is the ground, this is the plus VCC. Okay, we are going to use the same diagram like the 7400. The only thing na nagbago is yung IC kasi pinapalitan siya, pero ganun yung connection natin ganun ang connection natin gagamitin kung paano natin makukuha kung anong what type of IC ba o logic IC ba itong 08. First is ito na, in-attach ko na yung ating IC Kasi masyadong sensitive ang mga IC, hindi masyado siya pwedeng hawakan sa mga kanyang mga pins. This time first ko-connect natin muna itong ating resistor for pin. Ganun ito lang ginawa ko guys, nasa kabilang part lang ng breadboard yung aking mga components. Actually lahat naman ng lahat naman ng kung lahat ng components sensitive ang kanilang mga pins, kaya dapat lang hinahawakan dapat nga minsan ang gamit na natin yung mga yung para bang itsurang yung chani, mga ganun. Ito ay gamit natin is 10k resistor. Connect muna natin siya sa una natin ang pin 5. Ganun lang din siya sa nauna pin 5. Then for the other 10k resistor, connected to our pin 4. Tanggalin muna natin. Ito yung ating pang switch. Tanggalin muna natin, masyado sa haba. Yan, pin 4. That's our pin 4. For our next resistor it is connected to our pin 6, which is connected to our LED or to our output. Pin 6. And our LED, which is our anode part, is here, yung matilos ang dulo. Connected naman siya sa kabilang pin ng ating resistor. Yan. Next naman natin yung ating mga wirings. Ganun pa din siya, yung ating pin 14 is connected naman siya di sa ating parang dalawang resistor na connected naman siya sa power supply. Sa ating positive. Pin 14 connected sa dating dalawang 10k resistor, and it is connected again to our positive supply or the plus BCC. There. Again for our pin 7. Pin 7 is connected to the cathode part of our LED. There. Pin 7. There. And connected naman siya sa ating negative supply, yung cathode and yung ating pin 7. Then siguro guys, nagtataka ko kayo kung bakit ganito yung connections ko, ang simple. Actually, hindi lang to basta simple. Ito yung effective way ng paggamit o paglalagay ng yung paglagay ng components natin sa ating breadboard. Kasi ganito yun guys, kaya yan sobrang diliit, sobrang lapat. Kasi minsan yung mga excess wire natin, katulad ng mga kunwari mahaba ito, kung sabihin na lang natin katulad nitong mga resistor na yung matataas ang position, di ba marami nagawa nun. May tendency kasi siya na katulad na lang nito na magkatabi, may tendency siya na kapag mahaba yung wire niya, pag konting galaw lang, hindi natin napapansin na yung kanilang dalawang pins ay magdidikit, yung sila ay mag-short. Katulad na lang nitong LED na aking pinaliit din siya, halos lahat siya pinaliit ko. Dito naman sa mga wire na ganito, kaya siya ginawa kong malapat. Hindi lang sa ibig sabihin maganda siyang tingnan, kasi mas madali ko rin siya maiintindihan, madali ko makikita yung kanyang connections, kaya siya magkakatulad ng kulay na wire. Kasi kung hindi naman tayo ganun kayaman, syempre iisang kulay lang kaya natin biling wire. Marami akong gantong wire kaso di ko siya ginagamit kasi nga ang hahaba. Minsan pag nagko-connect ako ng mga ibang components, ibang wire, nakakaiyamot kasi lagi na sumabit sa aking kamay. Yun. Dito lang talaga pag ginagamit mo itong mga wire na to, tiyaga lang ang gamit. Syempre, kung upang mapaganda yung iyong output, yung iyong mga papasa activity, kailangan mong mapaganda. Ito nga man, maganda nga siya sa tingnan, kaso nakakaiyamot naman kung gagamitin. Tsaka ang gulo niya pag tiningnan kahit siya yung bicolor na. Go back to the na tayo, connections. Hindi ko sasama yung kabilang part guys para mas makita yung Yan, our switch 1 is for pin 4. Pin 4. For our switch 2 is our pin 5. Yan. Yan, katulad na lang ng guys ng ganto, di ba? Oh. Kapag mahaba, di ba, tabon na tabon yung ibang components, paano mo pa siya i-check? Yung kapag time na i-check mo na yung sabi ng teacher mo na may mali ka, paano mo siya i-check o i-evaluate? Kaya ganito yung ginagawa kong mga ano eh. Kasi mas maganda siyang tingnan. Mas madali pati siyang intindihin. Now, dadako na tayo dun sa pag-check ng ating truth table. Ang ating truth table, yung hahanapin natin kung anong type ng IC ito. Kung logic IC ito. First, ay kabit pala muna natin tong ating supply. For positive. And for our negative supply. Yan, umilaw na siya habang wala pa yung mga ano natin switch. Ibig sabihin, kapag ganyan part, kapag ganyan, may connection na siya. Ibig sabihin, ito yung IC na ano, nakasama na sa basic. First, ingatan natin yung dalawang sa low o yung 00. Ito, negative natin siya, nasa taas. Negative. Lapit natin. Negative. Yan, nawala siya. Ibig sabihin ng ating una, 00 is the output is 0 or false. Switch 1 is for, yung pangalawa natin, switch 1 is for the positive or in the 1 or high. Negative pin or the switch 2. Yan, or the 1, 0. Kalalabas yan, output ulit natin ay false o 0. Then inverse, switch 2 is in the high or 1. Switch 1 is on the low or 0. Again, wala tayong output, 0 again. And the last, the 00 ay on the 1, 1 or both our switches is on the positive or high input. There. Yun lang ang ating part na ng ating truth table na nag-on o nag-1. Ibig sabihin, ang lumabas sa ating truth table is 0001, which means ang ating logic IC 74LS 08 is an AND gate o inverse lang ng ating nauna na NAND gate. Kasi yung ating NAND gate kanina is 1110. Ito naman ay 0001. Gets? This time, what I'm going to do is to discover what kind of IC is this logic IC who has a value of 74LS02. You can see the diagram upward, I mean, upward. There. This is the component, same as the other ones. They are same in components, but they are different in connections. So there, we are going to start the connections of our 74LS02 connections to discover what kind of IC is this, of logic IC is this. First is our, of course, the 10K resistors who is connected now. Before that, I am going to discuss first that this type of logic IC is composed of also four unknown IC where the inputs are pin 2 and 3, pin 5 and 6, pin 7, pin 9 and 10, and pin 12 and 13. And the output is pin 1, pin 4, pin 8, and then pin 11. Pin 11. There. Then now, we are going to mount our components, which is the first input is in pin 5 per switch, and our 10K is in pin there, in pin 6. And now for our output or the 150 ohms who is connected now in pin 4 there. We are going to adjust it there. Now for our indicator on our output, our LED, which is in the anode, is on the other pin of our 150 ohms, and the other pin is waiting for the pin 7 connection. Now there's our pin 7 who is connected to our cathode of our LED. There. And now our plus VCC or pin 14 who is connected also like the others in these two resistor. Pin 14 there, pin 14, two resistor there, and its connection to the positive input. There. And then for our negative input, there. Check connection to resistor for pin 5 and 6, out for the ground and cathode to negative, pin 7, output pin 4 there, plus VCC to two resistors there. And now add our switch, which is our switch 1 is on pin 6, and our switch 2 is on pin 5, because our output is in pin 4, is a reverse there. And then add our supply, negative at the bottom and positive at the top there. And now for our truth table, to test or to observe what this type of logic IC. First is for the 00, or both the input is in the negative or in the low connection. Wait. There. For the 00, our connection is 1. For our output is 1. And then for our switch 1 is on the negative or 0, and our switch 2 is in 1 or 0, 1. There. Our output is 0 or false. And then inverse, switch 1 to positive, switch 2 to negative or 1, 0. There, our output is also 0 or false. And lastly are both switches in the high position or in 1, 1, or in positive supply connection. There, and another 0, another false output. There, as you can see, based on our truth table, we are noticing that this kind of logic gate is a type of an NOR gate or not OR gate. It is the inverse gate of the OR gate.